Gentlemen, welcome back to the Betterman channel. My name is Garrett Grooz. We're going to be looking at some dating-related TikToks to see if we can't add some input to some of these. All right, so this is a reaction to a reaction video. All right, this is perfect. We're going right in there.
A girl talking about how she had to delete Hinge, the dating app, because it was affecting her confidence.
I've heard so many people complain about Hinge now, and I have the answer. It might make you feel a little better, but let's talk about how Hinge is literally the worst dating app on the market right now.
I mean, to be fair, I always felt like Hinge is actually one of the better ones, at least for men here in Minnesota. I always found it pretty good. I'm currently not on dating apps right now, so... But yeah, no, I felt like actually Hinge is probably one of the better ones, or has been one of the better ones.
First of all, this previous creator is talking about a complaint I think we've all had with Hinge, where where are all the attractive people? Like, it just feels like we're never getting any really attractive.
I wonder if, because I heard this from another person too, another female friend of mine, that they're not really finding any attractive men on Hinge. And I'm just like, I'm wondering if Hinge is just not showing attractive men for women right now on Hinge. Because I mean, they showed a lot of attractive women for at least for me. Yeah, I wonder if it's a case of either there's just not a lot of attractive men on Hinge, or Hinge is just not showing you the attractive people.
Attractive matches, which is weird because when you go on Bumble or Tinder, right, it's a completely different story. You're getting matches, they're all there, you can see them. So it's like, do attractive people just not use Hinge? And no, they do, but there's a reason they hide them. Similar to this creator and many girls and boys I've spoken with, you're just like not getting as many matches on Hinge as other apps. But my friends and I have noticed that we get more roses and like paid matches on that app than any other app. So it just doesn't add up. Why would people be more willing to pay for us to be matched there instead of free? And many of us have noticed they keep...
I feel like Hinge definitely is leaning more towards business-oriented ways of going about the app. They're catering to the people that actually pay for the stuff, and they're actually giving better results to obviously the people that pay. I mean, it makes sense. Maybe there might be some like gatekeeping for some people on Hinge. So it's kind of that. In that case, it might be lowering the quality that Hinge is putting out for people.
The most attractive members behind this paid rose wall on this little section at the bottom of the app.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you're doing the math, which I know we're beautiful people, so that's hard for us to do, that means that Hinge is keeping you hidden behind this rose wall as well.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like at least on Hinge, there's a thing where you can just like look at people and like you can try to engage with them like via their pics or prompts or whatever. But I feel like for the most part, like they've been pretty like relatively attractive women. So I don't know. I don't personally feel like I was hidden behind a wall of like, I'm only finding unattractive women. Although the ones that have been liking me personally, I haven't been super into, haven't been very attracted to. Maybe I wasn't being shown to a lot of attractive women, and so therefore there's a little bit of like gatekeeping there.
Well, and they're forcing people to have to pay to match with you because Hinge does not care about finding you your soulmate or someone to go out.
None of these apps do. I mean, I think this is partially why I got off dating apps too. I mean, I got to a point where I was just kind of going through the motions, like slowly feeding my ego a little bit. No, I don't think these dating apps care at all about trying to find the love of your life. They care about keeping you on the app and then persuading you into purchasing from that app. It's a business. They're gonna think business oriented. Partially, they're like, maybe we kind of want you to see like you find the love of your life. I mean, to be fair, my youngest sister is married to somebody from Hinge. I think for the most part, these people have business mindset that they just want to make as much money as possible, not really care about the customer too much.
They just care about taking your money. Exactly. And also keeping the attractive people locked away and trapped on their app as long as possible. But also
right. Pay money to get the attractive person or get the opportunity to talk to that attractive person.
Don't fall for them trying to like force you to pay the most expensive subscription prices out of.
Also, it seems like a lot of these apps are getting like ridiculously expensive. Like I think it's like $30-40 a month for some of these, like to do the premium membership, and that is outrageous. Like just go out and meet somebody at that point.
Any of the apps. Like it's getting insanely priced, but back in the day when it was like $10-12, I decided to try it for 1 month to see if it would be any better at all. And I found that it literally wasn't any different, despite the fact that they're constantly advertising it as the best way to use their app. So like, what is the point of me giving you that money if it's not any better? But yeah, it just feels like Hinge doesn't want to actually find you a match. They just want to make your life as difficult as possible. The concept of the app is amazing, but the execution is absolutely garbage.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I feel like they're just trying to pressure you into purchasing. They're giving you like a false sense of security of like, if you give us money, we will allow you to find more attractive people on this app. I feel like these dating apps are getting more and more predatory. I feel like a lot of these companies nowadays, various companies, are getting really predatory about how they want you to, like, they're slowly manipulating you into spending money. It's like, it's kind of like the slow roasting of the frog or whatever. They're slowly trying to turn up the heat a little bit to see they can, you know, squeeze any money out of you.
Anything, Hinge is almost deterring attractive people from using their app by using this method. We just haven't all figured it out yet.
Yeah, no, true. I feel like, I mean, this is just another reason why dating apps are becoming not a good thing for, you know, society and for men, for women. Again, the reason why I got off it is just like, I got to a point where I was like, I was having more luck going out and like being out in the wild than I was on dating apps. So I was like, if I'm getting more success by just being out with like friends or by myself, then it's like, what is the point of dating apps? It feels like a waste of time. It just feels like a thing you can just do to just like swipe on people, except nowadays, apparently they're not really showing you any attractive people. So it's like, why are you even on in the first place? I'm really starting to advocate against dating apps right now is what I'm trying to say. Like, if you want to use it for like mindless fun, sure. I mean, as a distraction, not the most best use of your time, but you know, you do you at that point. I wouldn't recommend it at all, but yeah, I think it's better to find activities that you love, go out in the wild. By the wild, I mean just like outside, go to a place, talk with people. Let's get like, maybe get back to the original way of meeting somebody more organically, more naturally than artificially through dating apps. So let's look at some of the comments here. Am I the one who liked Hinge? I felt like Hinge was really cool. I feel like Hinge is actually one of the better apps compared to Tinder or Bumble or any of the other ones. Bumble and Tinder are the only ones I use other than Hinge. But I felt like it was probably the higher quality one. And apparently this creator likes it more than the other ones. Okay, good. It said because every dating app legit has something about it to make sure that you don't get matches. Because if you find someone, they lose people in cash. Exactly. They're running a business. They want to prolong that business however they can, even through manipulative tactics to keep people on their app. And that's what more people need to realize, honestly. So keep that in mind when you're on these dating apps. It's not authentic, it's not genuine. The dating apps are a product and you are the consumer. I think people need to start drawing away from that. Or we need like an app that's more genuine and doesn't practice predatory tactics. But I feel like all apps eventually get to that point. It's the slow roasting. You start out with low heat and then you slowly pick it up to see how much you can get away with. But anyways, really solid video. Be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.